Computer. There we go. Hi guys, welcome Sunday morning. Just quick, actually early afternoon, just a quick Zoom meeting to talk about, well, to inspire you for one thing, and also to give you some tips and pointers on the skill of acquiring coaches. It is a skill, and it does require a certain comfort level, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later. But what I want to do first is inspire you to the possibilities by first asking Tara and Mike Moyer to hop on and share a little bit of their experiences about their successes so far. And then I'm going to tell you about an activity that Megan Valentine taught me, and something that I did to really inspire me and actually Becky to get into action. But first, Moyers, if you can come off mute and share with everybody.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing this Sunday afternoon? Just a little bit about our success so far. It has been a true blessing. We've been telling everybody that we come in contact with about it. Like, for instance, when we go out to eat and stuff, like we went to Longhorn the one time, and I said to the waitress, I said, "Can you please take that bread away?" And she's like, looked at me like, okay. I said, "Well, we're on a diet journey and stuff." And I said, "That's very tempting right now." So, and she said, "Well, what kind?" I mean, she asked what we were on and stuff, and we actually have started a conversation with her. She's not totally there yet, but it's just, we've been blessed because we've been telling everybody that we come in contact with. And I know so far with our success, it's just been awesome.
It's been a very eye-opening journey for us, because just like our coach Stephanie said, we were looking at this to be able to help one, maybe two people, get some people. We knew that there were people interested in his journey. But just like he said, everywhere that we go now, because of our transformation, people are asking questions, whether it be work, whether it be, just like in boot camp yesterday, they were talking about all the different ways to connect with people other than Facebook. That's what we do. We use every single avenue possible. But the biggest blessing for us, as far as helping people, guys, financially, we cannot even tell you what this has done for us.
Well, you can. If you're comfortable.
Okay, we can. So aside from our weekly commission, which is normally what, $200 to $300, sometimes more a week, November's bonus, just our bonus, $1,745.77, and that was when we hit ED in November. December's bonus was $1,385.49. And Ryan, I know you said about the third month consistency of ED. That's an additional $1,000, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So we are pretty stoked about this, guys. And we just keep rolling. And we just talked to Ryan this morning. This was not a great month for us, even though we're looking at maybe hitting 10K this month in FQV. We lost six clients this month, just because, like, not for any reason other than maybe they weren't ready or whatever, but we just keep rolling. And we've just, this week alone, we've signed up like 2 or 3 new people again. Yeah. So every week, just keep sharing your personal story, and we just can't tell you what you can accomplish if you just be consistent and be personal in what you feel about this program.
And what's great about it is right now, I'm very stoked right now because my mom actually signed up.
And we're actually talking to my dad tonight about it again. So, and we've been working on him since day one. So it's pretty incredible.
Everybody seems to be coming, that we talked to before. And that's another thing. We're reaching out to the ones that we talked to in the beginning, and seeing if anything has changed to bring them on with this journey and stuff. But the most part is just feel comfortable doing it. And if you're almost there, I don't know who's close to being to ED and stuff like that. If it's just one more or whatever, just keep going. Don't give up, and you will get there. I mean, even if you're a senior coach, getting the manager and stuff like that, just reach for the stars. I mean, there's so much in this program. I mean,
Sky's the limit.
sky's the limit. So.
It really is. Thanks, guys. That's awesome. And they are spot on. And you know, when I started this, and I'll get into the skill of acquiring coaches in a second, but I think that I want to piggyback what they said. My intentions weren't. I had no idea. I didn't know what I didn't know, and I try to share with you guys what I do know. And you know, I try not to make it about money, but I try not to apologize for it either, because I've been able to be so much more charitable since I have had a little bit more financial freedom. And it feels so good to be able to help other people out and have that capacity to do so, whereas I really didn't have that before. So Megan Valentine, I watched a training with her a while ago where she talked about an activity that she did with her coaches called Wouldn't It Be Cool If? And basically, you go out to dinner with your significant other and you have a napkin, and each of you, well, not each of you, you start with a napkin and you write, wouldn't it be cool if, down, and then write one. And then we went to Gezzy's, Becky and I went to Gezzy's in December sometime and wrote, wouldn't it be cool if? And then we wrote one and passed it across the table. And then we just did this the whole dinner, writing these things back and forth across the table. And it really gave us a focus and a reason why we are putting this work in right now, and why we are, you know, it's a messy season for me. I have lots of coaches, I have lots of clients, I wake up early, but it's work that doesn't feel like work to me. Like even though I'm busy and I'm, you know, constantly going, it's something that gives me purpose, and I don't feel like it's a hassle 95% of the time. But anyway, and like, so I want to share, I have this paper that we did when we went to Gezzy's, and I want to share some of these things with you quickly. And this is the stuff that I'm working towards right now. Wouldn't it be cool if our kids did not have college loans? Wouldn't it be cool if we can go anywhere at any time? Wouldn't it be cool if we could be really charitable? Wouldn't it be cool if we could help our nieces and nephews with college? Wouldn't it be cool if I can retire from teaching before 50? Wouldn't it be cool if we could buy an RV and a vacation home? Wouldn't it be cool if I can get a mommy makeover? I don't know if you wanted me to say that or not, but wouldn't it be cool if we can have a nicer house with a housekeeper? Wouldn't it be cool if we could have our dream car? Wouldn't it be cool if we can leave an inheritance to each child? Wouldn't it be cool if I could have a Ruby anniversary ring? Wouldn't it be cool if I could attend lots of concerts and sporting events? Wouldn't it be cool if we could shop without asking if it's okay? Wouldn't it be cool if we could travel to Europe? Wouldn't it be cool if we could pay for our grandkids' education? Wouldn't it be cool if we could buy our kids their own vehicles without a loan? Wouldn't it be cool if we can give the kids a down payment for their first home? Wouldn't it be cool if Becky could run her own pet care house and boarding business? Wouldn't it be cool if Ryan could visit and attend a baseball game in every city? Wouldn't it be cool if we could pay for our family's entire summer vacations? I am in my busy season and working for those purposes right now. I have that in mind when I'm doing my work. There's so much potential. I'm just going to tell you, not to brag, I'm just telling you, it's not about the money. It's about lives being changed, including my own. Last month, I made $6,500 coaching in Optavia. And if I keep putting in the work, by the summertime, I'll be making 10 a month. And I'm going to keep doing the work. But it is skill related. And what the Moyers said before, you're going to lose clients, but they are skilled in acquiring clients at this point, to the point where it's not even a worry for them. Well, not even a big worry for them that they lost 6 clients, because they know and they're confident that they're going to fill their funnel because they know how to do it. Okay. It's not, but we all have bad days. That's why I encourage you on bad days that you get your head right and listen to positive podcasts or trainings, because it pulls you out of your head and it gets you refocused on your mission at hand, which is helping as many people as possible. Now, my paradigm for offering coaching to people it took a while to get there. And that's what I want to talk about today. I felt like, oh man, my clients are going to feel like this is a pyramid scheme. They're going to think I'm like using them to, make money. That was what was in my head. The focus wasn't where it needed to be. Is if I'm helping and transferring my skills to other people, then I am helping more people indirectly. And the mission is being fulfilled of getting people healthy. I can't coach. Like I have underneath me right now, I have probably about 15 coaches between my clients and my coaches' clients, maybe 15 to 17 coaches, something like that. I cannot reach all those people myself. I cannot coach all those people, but I could teach other people well how to do it. And that's how actually you will grow in your income and actually leverage your time to not feel like you're in that messy season that they call it, that I'm in right now, that the Moyers are sort of in right now. It's going to get busier. But that messy season and getting through it is what brings you to financial freedom, and it brings you to helping more people. So I want to talk about quickly, 15 minutes, some things that you could do to help you feel more comfortable with offering coaching to people. First, you need to celebrate early and often. You need to celebrate early and often. On Taking Back My Life, and you are always noticing who the people are who are willing to post there, who are willing to interact and encourage other people, share their own story. Those are the people who get the asterisk, like, oh, this person's probably a coach. That being said, you never want to pigeonhole, a client and not give them the opportunity to become a coach, because it is a business. What if I hadn't offered this to the Moyers? Okay. What if I hadn't offered it to you guys? Think about what you are, possibly keeping away from them, and an opportunity to change their lives. So offer to everybody, but make special note of those ones who you might specifically really want to work with. Okay. So celebrate them early and often. Here's another thing. On your clients' Facebook pages, see if you could get them with the offer of a health credit, like maybe $20, $20 in health credits, to make a post on their own Facebook page tagging you. You could even write the post for them. What that does is, A, at the very least, it becomes a referral source from you, or B, they see how many people might be interested, and then we could drip coaching even more to them and get them on a Coach Explorer. Look at all these people who are reaching out to you. Look at all these people who are showing interest in what you're doing. You could help them. I could teach you how to do it. So that's a good way to move, get someone to think about coaching, is by having them post on their wall and giving them some incentive, a little bit of a nudge to do so. A Zoom meeting. This is the biggest one. If you're having a client who's having success, celebrate them with your coach. Celebrate them with your coach. Okay. What that will do is you'll get them on a Zoom together. And Moyers, you're almost to the point now where you might want to consider buying Zoom for a year and having your own number. That's probably when I reached ED, when I started thinking it'd be easier to have my own, so then I could do that on my own. Not until ED, I don't think it's necessary, but once you get there, you might want to think about it. So getting your clients on a Zoom with your coach and allow the coach to celebrate them and drip coaching, and that will plant the seeds even more. A good time to do that would be at the 1 month point. I would suggest around the 1 month point would be unless somebody is showing like immediate signs of potentially wanting or to possibly be a coach, the 1 month celebration on a Zoom with your coach is an awesome idea. Okay, dripping of coaching, just mentioning like in passing, like not recruiting them, just letting them know how much a blessing that it has been for you and like how it's helped you. The health assessment. There's that question in the new health assessment that they trained on this past week. Optavia deals with, healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy finances. Which would you like to focus on today? Okay, they might say all three. And then in your health assessment, you could drip what coaching has done for you or what you are, hoping to do with it. So health assessment, day 4, your day 4 call before you set the baby birds off to fly on their own for a little bit. You drip coaching and the possibility that people are going to start noticing. Get ready, because people are going to start noticing even after a couple of weeks potentially. You might not see it yourself, but others will. So that's a good opportunity to mention that. The day 8 call before you set them on their own, really, for just week to week. That's a good time. And also your weekly client support calls. Anytime the best decision I ever made for my own personal health has been becoming a health coach, because there's no greater buy-in to lead other people to health. You can't be a hypocrite. So if you really are committed 100% to reaching your optimal health, coaching is like the best thing. So those are like the 2 biggest things. I say I became a coach, offset expenses. You only need 5 clients to really make this, your fuelings for free. And 2, if you really are all in about getting healthy and living at your optimal health, being a coach is the best thing to do. So getting confident and really believing that, they are going to benefit. They need coaching more than you need them to become a coach. And if you approach it that way, that's just like my confidence in my offer to potential clients. They need this more than I need them to be my client. And when they start feeling that and hearing that in your voice, they start believing it. So, it becomes, less of, them viewing it as a selly type of thing and more of like, he's right, I do. So here are a couple other tips for you before I get into talking about an end of the month incentive here. First, the last tip, Facebook Live interviews. I haven't actually done them yet, but the last couple weeks on the boot camps, they mentioned them. Freaking great idea. Being able to get your client, and you could just have a couple questions. It doesn't need to be long. It could be like, see the ones that are, and you could do this in place. You could offer them an incentive, like a $10 or $20 incentive to do this with you, to have the courage to do this with you, because they're going to put it on their wall too. Actually, it might be more effective than the post itself, but you have to be comfortable in setting up a set of questions that you want to ask. Keep it like between 5 and 10 minutes max, because people attention spans, let people know before, have them let all their friends know before they get on that they're going to be doing this, sharing it on their wall. Getting people to see their transformation in action and getting to hear their voice and talk about it. That's going to get, again, you either at the very least referrals to grow your frontline volume, but even better, it could potentially get them to see that, maybe I should consider being a coach. So those are just some simple action steps to start growing your coaching funnel. And once you start, just like when, when you start getting confidence in filling your funnel and offering the program to people, you will start getting confidence in the skill of acquiring coaches as well. Okay. I'm working it always. I probably right now have about 5 to 8 people, well, no, I don't want to exaggerate. I'll be truthful. Probably have 4 or 5 people who are about ready to pull the trigger to become coaches. And I have maybe like 8 or 9 people who are thinking about it. So it's just a part of the process, and it's a skill to learn. And after you start sponsoring coaches, you start working on the skill of supporting them, which I know you don't, just like the program is something you learn as you're doing. You learn as you do. Don't be intimidated. That's the best way to learn by doing. Okay. I'm a much better coacher of coaches now than I was a month ago or 2 months ago. I was awful when I started coaching coaches. That's the only way to get better, is to be awful at first, and then you learn from it. So the last thing, and then I'll let you go because I have a referee Zoom meeting. Don't know if I'm going to referee next year because my time is precious, and it's just another thing that I might need to cut out. But anyway, I have a meeting in like 7 minutes. End of the month incentive. When you get to a certain, like, let's talk health credits real quick. And if you don't know how to offer buy health credits for people, I can teach you that. Your coaches, the lawyers are great at it. They know how. I taught them how to do it. It's really simple. I don't offer health credits to everybody. I try to see who needs it the most. Like, I have clients who don't need the health credits. I try to help as many people I can who need them. That being said, sometimes in order to get the confident in your offer to potential clients, you want to offer help. I know that I was more confident early on when I could say there's $50 off the first month. I just was. So in order to nudge some people and give them confidence in their offer to end this month, I will chip in $25 of my money towards my coaches' frontline new clients from now to the end of the month to inspire you into action. I encourage my coaches to put 25 in as well. So then that'll be $50. That means they're getting their whole kit and the Habits of Health system. Essentially, it's paying for their Habits of Health system. That's what it does. For $364. That means they never see a bill unless they order crazy amounts of boxes, which some people do. And like, why was it $480? I'm like, well, you ordered 24 boxes. That's why. Or you didn't read the directions and listen to the video on your day 10 text and you placed a non-premier order, which that's why it cost you money, because you had to pay shipping and you didn't get your discount. So please just listen to the videos and read the text, and that wouldn't happen to you. But anyway, here nor there. So yeah, that's the case. $50. So Tara and Mike, if Steph signs any, I encourage you to give her 25 towards new clients. Tiffany and Wade, Mark, if you can swing giving Mark and Jody 25. If you can't, reach out to me. I have lots of money sitting in my Optavia pay account that I use for these purposes. So if you need help with that, I will certainly reach down and help you with it. Don't be too proud. It's perfectly fine. That's how we all grow. Tara, same thing with Ellen. If you could swing 25 to her, I'll swing 20, and she swings 25. And if you sign any new ones yourself, same thing. Moyers, if you sign new people, I'll chip towards yours. Just to the end of January. But I ask you, ask your coaches to, and I'll put this out on a video to all the coaches on that text thread. But I encourage you to have them use discretion if they know somebody doesn't need it, then, and there's going to sign up anyway, that person during the health assessment who doesn't even ask about cost, who's ready just to give you their card, you don't need to make the offer then. Okay. You don't have to put it on Facebook that they're getting $50 off. That's something you figure out whether you're going to offer it while you're in your health assessment. Okay. So that's just what I would suggest. And, the end of the month, every month, especially January and February, I think, carry such huge power and momentum. There's 8 days left to the end of the month. There's the potential to boom. Last thing. I always tell senior coaches and above that they should take their certification exam. Your coaches and your upline coaches get nothing from you becoming certified. We just know that month after month after month, that is money you're leaving on the table. So we want to help you maximize your earnings. And plus you learn a shit ton as well. Okay. By taking the test, you know, it pays for itself in the first month. Actually, if you take it at the end of the month, you'll get that money back mid-month when you get your bonus, you know. So that's the deal there. So you have time to take that till the end of January, and you would get that bonus and the 3% for the whole month of January then. So if you haven't signed up to take your certification exam, please do. All right, guys, that's that. I promise a half hour or less. I have another meeting in 3 minutes with the Moyers. So you guys have a fantastic day, and it was always a pleasure. Thanks for coming and watching. See ya.